Good morning. How is everyone this morning? Let me just check that everything has gone live. Let's have a look. Not yet. Nearly. Yes, we're live. Hello, hello. Oh, yellow warning of thunderstorms for today. Eek. Should be after we've finished, but sometimes thunderstorms around us equals no power, which means no internet. So we will wait and see. Yeah. Hello, Kay. How are you this morning? Hope you are well. Hello, a different Kay. We've got two Ks on today, which is okay. Sorry, it's been a morning already, only because I had to finish packing up product shares and Colour Club, which I have done. So everything will be in the post today. Yay! Little later than I had planned, but not a huge amount later than I planned. But I literally, as I was about to go live, put the last bit of sticky tape on the last pack. I need to label everything, but you know. Good, I'm glad to hear that, Kay. She's doing okay. Hello, Mary from the Netherlands. I have a coffee. It's been sitting in my mug for about 2 hours, so it's lukewarm now. Maybe a little warmer than lukewarm, but it's fine. So today, I'm going to be pushing myself outside my comfort zone. I'm not a great one for really bright projects. Hello, Audrey. But I have to do, for a design team that I'm part of, I have to use the Unbounded Beauty Suite this month. Well, tomorrow. It needs to be in by tomorrow. So I thought I would use it today to hopefully inspire me for a different project tomorrow. Kay is on her second cup of coffee. But Kay, it's very early in the morning for you. Morning, Bee. I wish I had been on my second cup of coffee a while ago. I had the osteopath. First things, no. Chiropractor. Not an osteopath. Chiropractor. She has magic hands, that woman. I've been going to her for about a year now. She has all but cured my sciatica. I do still need to take my nerve block painkillers. If I miss those, it screams at me, but it screamed at me whether I took them or not before she got her magic hands on me. Hello, Debbie from Michigan. So I was doing that. That was 8 o'clock this morning, about 25 minutes away from here. So that was a reasonably early start for me, particularly as I was at the gym yesterday in the same building, but a different bit of the same building. I have to say, though, I was really pleased I had an 8 o'clock appointment, because as I was driving back, the traffic to get to the chiropractor, it would have taken me half an hour just to get through the town. It was dreadful. Hello, Christine from Sydney. 8 p.m. with you. I would suggest no coffee then if you want to sleep. Good morning, Karen. I'm up to date. I'm not. I mean, actually behind. So my April classes went out just before the weekend and the instructions went out yesterday. However, the May class will be going out, assuming that everything arrives on time before the end of the month. I mean, come on. Me, really? So yes, it's been a morning. And I've done all my packing for DSP shares and Colour Club. So I'm feeling quite righteous. Anyway, another sip of coffee and then we will get started. I'm always a little worried with that thing that it's sorry, I just had some messages for something else and it's fine. Nothing vital. So let me flip the camera down. Pushing, there we go. Now, no, I was going to say something and I'm actually not, because it might be a bit of a downer. No, I will. So some of you may remember Karen Ayres, who used to join us regularly. Sadly, she has lost her battle with cancer. So, yeah, sending all our best wishes to her family. Cancer is a horrible disease. It is so nasty. Mary had a coffee this morning and placed your order for the month. Yes, free shipping day. It is still on in Australia. You've got 4 hours if you're in Australia for free shipping. Maybe not if you're in New Zealand. Are New Zealand ahead of you? I get confused. Anyway, right, let's go on to bright things and happy things. So, this is part of the Unbounded Beauty suite. Let me get the catalogue now that I can show it to you. This is the catalogue. We're on pages 54 and 55, but it actually starts on 52. So we've got 2 stamp sets. It's a huge suite. 2 stamp sets and their bundles. Initially I only got the labels, and then I because I'm having to use this suite for a design project, I felt I really ought to get the sentiments as well, because there are no sentiments in the Flowers of Beauty. So we've got Unbounded Love and Flowers of Beauty. I've got all the bundles there, or both of the bundles there. Lots of lovely labels. I do have one label that I've already die cut that was in my pack. Kay got her free shipping order already. I got mine in so in Europe we work on Central European time. So a bit like in the States, I think you work on Mountain time. So we work on Central European time, but the UK and Ireland are an hour behind that. So when we have 24 hours of shipping, it's not one day, it's a bit of 2 days. So it's 11 o'clock on one day to 10:59 on the following day, which is always a little bit confusing. Christine, yes, cancer has touched your family. My husband's just finished radiation treatment. Oh, well, my fingers are crossed for you, Christine. Hi, Jan, Dull Weather Weekly from Jan and Jane. They're in a duo. Hello, Jane and Jan. It's dull here as well. Wheatley is not that far from where I am. You may know, Christine, I'm a coming up 13 years breast cancer survivor. Didn't have to have radiation. I had chemotherapy, which was gruesome. It's brutal. But they didn't recommend radiotherapy at the time, so that's fine. I did what was recommended. Bless. Hello, Debbie. So yes, so two stamp sets, or 2 bundles. The resin dots, the in colour resin dots, this is a part pack, and the in colour glimmer paper, which I love. It's so nice. So nice. So yes, there are some suggested samples, which aren't too bright. But yeah, so let's get started. I will put that away for the moment because it's very bright. I'm going to do something with this first because I've got it. Will it focus? It's thinking about it. Will it focus? Because you're an autofocus. There we are. So it's one of the dies. Let me show you the stamp sets and the dies. So Flowers of Beauty is photopolymer. There's a lot of 2-steppers. So the leaves 2-step, the flowers, this goes in the flower, these go on here, and this goes on there, and those go on there, and stuff. So a lot of those go on there. It's lots of 2-step stamping. 13 stamps. The dies that go with, Jan has got this sweet. The dies that go with are these. So we have a die for these, and these, and these, and these, and this. But we have additional dies that are this one, and then these that punch out smaller and larger flowers, or you can use them as a strip. We'll probably be doing both. So that's the bundle for the Flowers of Beauty. I will put it away for the moment just so that it's tidier. Not tidy. And then Unbounded Love, which I have yet to use. You can tell because it's still on its sheet. There are 25 stamps. So we've got Hope. So they are separate. Let me just show you what I mean by... So Hope is this one. And then the bit that goes with it is separate. So it's Hope is believing in a brighter tomorrow. Love never gives up. Faith is being sure of what we cannot see. Best of Luck is on its own. Peace makes the world a better place. You're a true blessing. Little one friend. You've got this. Feel better soon. Celebrate. Hello. You are loved. Friend. May all your wishes come true. Have a blessed day. With sympathy, my heart goes out to you. Just for you, to you and yours, happy birthday. And there are dies that are labels that are these. So there aren't any dies that die cut the words. You stamp the words and die cut a label. I've used some but not all of these on previous projects. So that's where we are at the moment. So what I'm going to do is not say so quite so often. Good morning, Carol. I'm going to start by finding... No, I'll show you the papers. They are, let's see the colours. It's not just the ink colours. So it's Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Peak, Pretty Peacock, Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash. So it is the 5 ink colours plus Pretty Peacock, Calypso Coral and Berry Burst. Personally, I think those 3 should not have been included. That's where for me it goes, no! I don't like Berry Burst and Petunia Pop next to each other. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I don't. Anywho, so we have got a stripe with a background on it. We've got 2 that are just backgrounds. This with a foliage background. What else have we got? Now that I like. That is very me. Don't dislike that. Oh, let's see if the other side is better. And it is. Not a fan. Let's see if the other side is better. And it is. So I'm happy to have this paper because I like at least one of each of the sides. So let's start with, what's the back of that one? Something hideous, isn't it? It's one which has got Petunia Pop and Berry Burst next to them. I'm sorry, they don't go. In my head, they do not go. Anyway, we're going to use that. So, I will be needing to grab a card because I haven't grabbed any cardstock. I was literally packing things up to the last minute. So I'm going to go, I'm going to go there actually and do that. So I'm going 3 3/4 by 5.5. Very standard size for me, but I'm using that side, just saying. Actually, I'm still using that side, don't worry, I'm not changing my mind. I'm just thinking, where's the other piece of that? There was another piece, is it? No, that's not it, that's it. Is that big enough? Yes! Right, so this is going to be the mat for it. Nope, let's not score it, let's cut it. So this is going to go on there, like that. And I think I'm going to go Pretty in Pink. Let me grab my new in colours so I've got them nearer. Oh, where is it? Where? Needed us just a piece of card, it's all I need. So I'm going to score in, no, I'm going to score. One day I will plug my brain in before I do these. Oh, Oh, thank you, Kay. Oh, and other sad news. In other sad news, Shaz has got pneumonia again and she's back in hospital. Not fair. Shaz is one of the nicest people you could possibly want to meet, and happily I have now met her. She was at Onstage. It was her first Onstage in Rotterdam. Onstage in Rotterdam was her first Onstage, as opposed to it was her first Onstage, which was in Rotterdam. You know, she hadn't been to any more previously. Stop blethering, Yuille. But yes, she's got pneumonia again. Not fair. So those are going to go there. I'm probably going to bring in some ribbon. That's going to go there, but I'm going to die cut something else. I thought I had some scrappy scrap. I do have some scrappy scrap. I know it doesn't look like scrappy scrap, but it is. I have cut and emboss. I've got a smaller scrappy scrap. Let's use the smaller scrappy scrap. I'm going to grab the Unbounded Love dies. And that die, which is the one that has been used for... So I'm going to use the same die that I used before, but for something different. So... that, and that, and that. Okay, very good point. Yes, I forgot. I should have remembered. Thank you. What would I do without all you guys? Yes, there is an amazing starting offer, which you don't have to do today, but you will still get free shipping. Which is £130 of products for 99p free shipping, or €175 for €129 free shipping. Plus, you get the in colour ink pads, a multi-pack of paper of the card, the in colour paper, and the in colour markers, which are worth €100 or £78.25, all for £99 or €129. Whew. So wherever you are in the world, if you like the new in colours, please, 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 please get the starter kit. You don't have to do anything with it. She's having a rotten time, isn't she, Audrey? Morning, Kate. My lovely friend Kate's here. So I've popped the inside of the die cut in there. I probably ought to take that out so I know it's there as well. I will be putting it straight, let it be said. You can tell that I've been busy doing stuff because I feel slightly hyper. Right, so I kind of want to do it that way, but I don't like it that way, so I want to do it that way. So I need something. Oh, let's go for that all-encompassing, just for you. And Petunia Pop. One day I will put my new in colour inks in my ink rack. I'm having a redesign of my studio, so I need to just do it all at once, really. So let me, just for you, like that. We are going to add some ribbon as well. Just saying, that's not a great position, but it'll do. It would have been better further up, but it's fine. I'm really not going to worry about it. Mist. Hello, Jan from Florida. So I was talking to Michelle, my upline, yesterday, and we were chatting about customers and team and things generally, as you do with your upline. And I said, right, so so-and-so lives there, and so-and-so lives there, and so-and-so lives there. And this was including you guys. I said, there's Jan from Florida, and there's... I said, how do you know these things? How do you remember these things? I said, because I do. Ask me what I had for supper last night. Possibly not. That die-cut shape reminds me of the small... Doesn't it just, Audrey? It is very much like Victorian silhouette pictures. It is indeed. Is that really? Oh, that's my old glue. I was looking, I'm thinking, I'm sure I've got a new glue somewhere, and it's not this one. Let's see if this one's actually got any glue still in it. No, it is definitely dead now. I've had it point down for about a day, so if it's not got any glue coming out, it's definitely dead. We were also talking about how to use Tombow so you don't get marks on white card. To which the answer was, don't put too much on. Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? Me, not put too much on. Right, I'm going to go Petunia Pop. I'm going to have a little band of ribbon around the bottom. Now, what I tend to do is position my ribbon where I think I want it to be, hold it between two, well, finger and thumb there, turn it over and then line it up on my grid paper to see if it's straight, and it is. Not always, but today it is. Oh, and we've got a blue tit nest. So I was doing some gardening, well, actually painting trellis. Come back to that story. So I was painting trellis on Saturday, which was a glorious day. Got a really sunburnt nose just there, and I wasn't even looking at the sun. Go figure. I put sun cream on, you know, everything that was towards the sun, and because my head wasn't, my head was behind. You know, I was facing forward, the sun was behind me. My head was behind. But yeah, I ended up with a sunburn, just a tiny little bit, just where my glasses sit, or just below where my glasses sit. Weird. Anyway, so yes, I was painting the trellis, and I could hear this noise, and I looked around and thinking, what on earth is that noise? And then I saw we have a bird house nest box, which we thought was a bat box. It's not a bat box. It's nowhere even near a bat box. It's not even close to looking like a bat box. That doesn't look straight. It doesn't look straight. That's because it's not. Let me just edge that up a bit. It was straight just now. No, it's not. Come on, you will go straight if I edge that up and that down. That's better. So yes, there was... I'm going to see if I can just put a little bit of glue on this without it showing. And I looked up at the bird nest box, and there were Mummy and Daddy feeding their babies. So I am now obsessed by watching for baby feeding. And I get worried if if I'm standing there for 5 seconds almost, and I don't see one of the parents going in with food, like, oh, they're going to starve. They're not. They're being very well looked after. But we have 3 cats, of course. 3 cats is not a good combination with... That's the right way up. Now, I'm going to put my glue... Oh, no, I am going to put it on here. I was going to say I'm going to put it round my bits, but round the edge, but I'm not. Yeah, 3 cats and a baby, and baby birds is not a great combination. The cats cannot get to the bird box, let it be said. And I'm hoping that when they fledge, the birds will actually fledge straight away and will not end up on the ground so that they get eaten by one of our cats. Because what I do not want is to have a baby blue tit brought in as a prezi. Thank you very much. Love you, my dear cats, but no. That is not what I want. Always have the problem with the liquid glue. I love it but hate it sometimes. Absolutely. Hello, Brenton. Right. Okay, so we have just for you. I'm going to put a liner in. I know, worrying or what? I'm clearly having a bit of a day. I am going to see this stamp set I have used. I haven't used the Unbounded love, but I have used this. I'm going to pull up every stamp apparently. I'm going to grab that one, which is the outline of the big flower. I'm going to grab my Pretty in Pink. I'm going to grab all of my in colours because I'm likely to use them all, or most of them. So Pretty in Pink. Just to make sure that it's got a good key. Sorry, this is very bright, but I don't care. I've just changed my grid paper and I'd like it to stay reasonably clean for a little while. So I'm going to ink that up and just pop that in the bottom right hand corner, purely for photographic purposes, because I normally, if I do a stand up, I photograph so that that corner is showing. I don't always do a stand up, but just in case. How did cat fur get on my ink pad when the cats aren't allowed in here? So that's got to dye back. It will dye back. It goes on a more orange than... I was looking for my seal. Oh, I think I know where it is, and the answer is not in here. Okay, so I'm doing very small amount. Michelle, please take note. Very small amount. Because I do like my multi-purpose liquid glue. Other than it goes lumpity bump. Just said don't press too hard. Yeah, maybe right. I mean, I never do press hard, but that could be one of the things. Oh, the other things that go with this, not in the suite, are these, which are the In Colour Shimmer Gems. And I'm tempted to use these. I know there's already glitter on, but these are very bright, and this is quite subtle for this suite. So I'm going to use the Petunia Pop, which isn't as Petunia Pop-ish. None of the colours are as bright, which is nicer for me. So that's our first card. Very simple, purely because I had that. And I do like the laying in bit. So let me get that out of there. Or not. I'm trying to find the hole that isn't a hole. There we go. Don't think I'll use that, it's the wrong weight of cardstock. Just getting rid of the holes out of that die, or not particularly successfully. Not. Right, so that goes there. Right, I quite like the look of that. Or that. Does that cut that? Not really. But it will cut. Yes. No. Let me explain what I was looking at. Thank you, Kate. So I was thinking I could do a window of this, but I need something to cut the middle out. And this doesn't. It takes the stitching off if I use that, which isn't what I want. So that was what I was looking at. Just while I was going, no. Yes. No. Okay. So let's use this one instead. And yeah, I'm going to go a bit off the chart bright for me. Sorry, let's just, we are going to grab some white card. Let's use a bigger scrap. And this stamp clearly wants to be used. It keeps coming off. I'm not at the moment using it. I'm just saying it definitely wants to be used. So Do I want... Actually, no. Change my mind. Change my mind. Sorry. Let's go back. I'm going to use the other dies. Sorry. Oh. Going to use the other dies, which means I don't need that stamp set. That white, rather. So, Flowers of Beauty. Always do with a bit of bling on your card. It gives them the finishing touch. Absolutely. There's one of the demos that's in the same team as Kate and I, because we are sister demos. And this other girl, and Kate will know who I mean pretty much the moment I say this. She always says, if you're sending a card, you have to decide whether the recipient is embellishment worthy. So if they're not embellishment worthy, they don't get embellishments, which I always think is rather a fun thought. And therefore, if you get a card from her with an embellishment on, you know you're embellishment worthy. Right, so this is going to be green of some description, and oh, that really ought to be green. So, I'm going to die cut that in Summer Splash Glimmer, and that in Summer Splash, which means I need scraps. Do I have a Summer Splash scrap? Answer: no, I do not. Oh, but it does, however, remind me, while I've got my head down in my box, that these also go with the sweet or the special gems, yes. Kate knows. Unbounded Beauty Memories and More card pack. So if you're feeling kind of like you need a quick card, you can use these instead. They are... Why do they do that? Petunia Pop and Berry Buzz don't go together. Happily, I like the back. But yes, you can use these for a quick card. Just saying. And there's larger ones there. So get yourself a pack of the mixed Memories and More cards, and you're golden for doing that. Right, this may not look like a scrap, but when I was doing my colour share, I put this in with one of them and went, because they get 4 sheets, I think, of the card, going, that's not a full A4, I'd been diddled. And then I remembered that I'd cut a strip off at the end. Anywho, so this is going to go in this corner here, and I'm just going to chomp. Where are we? past. Oh, that's right. That's all right. I might actually make a card with the Memories and More. And this needs the glimmer. Close your eyes. This is going to be bright. So bling. Oh, that's typical. Ooh, I wonder. I mean, no, because I've cut that now. It's fine. It's fine. Right, so that's going to go on there. I'm going to cut a strip, and am I going to make my life easy? Shall I make my life easy? Shall I? I might. Double-sided adhesive sheet. Let's go for easy. So let's grab my bits. Don't think that's going to be big enough. So this stuff is magic because it turns, that'll be big enough for that. Doesn't matter if it's not all sticky. This turns your, well, that was silly, wasn't it? Oh, it's about right. This turns your cards into sticky. Hello, Gwen. Let's just peel one back, shall we? This is not the perfect way to do this. It's much better to put the sticky on the back of your card and then cut it. I'm just being a bit cack-handed. It's that sort of day. And these are theoretically non-stick scissors. So let me grab this, and I'm going to very roughly cut a piece. I did say it was rough. Actually, I'm going to go from the top corner, which is square, so it's going to be much easier to line up, particularly if I put it on something that isn't white. Right, so that's mostly sticky. It's going to be perfect. So that's not sticky, that is sticky. Let's grab, actually get my big Bertha out, then I can do 2 in 1. And, oh. Getting all sorts of plates I don't need. There we go. I think it's about time I treated myself to some new plates. Right, let's see if I can get this so you can actually see what I'm doing. I mean, it's fascinating watching somebody else die cut. I'm not doing anything particularly exciting, I'm just simply die cutting. I have had 1 or 2 people in the past saying, I couldn't see what you were doing. So, right. Okay. Kate, what time's your live? You normally do a live. Is it today or tomorrow? No, it's not tomorrow, I don't think. Assuming you're still there, because Kate does a YouTube live as well. And she's always very good at popping on if she's got a moment. And I'm rubbish. Yep, that's die cut. And that's die cut. She may have gone, of course. Warm. Right, so let's just get the die out of the way. I think she might have gone. It's fine, she's busy. I don't take it personally. Anyway, go and have a look for Kate online, on YouTube, because she does do YouTube lives. She's a very talented lady. Very nice, very talented, very nice. Right, okay, so we need something to put this on. And of course I've now got an explosion of stuff on my desk, so let's tidy some of this away. It's not going to know itself if I tidy it away. Don't need the card there. What's that? Nothing. Oh, scraps is what that is. Right, okay, so let's grab the paper. Come on, paper, come here. Do what you're told. Right, so we're not going to go to monochrome. 1 PM today. Thank you, Kate. Do go and have a watch. You will enjoy it. She says I'm not going to go monochrome. That would be quite nice. Just, oh, that's possible. Don't like it. That's possible. I think I might go that way, assuming it's large enough. Now, one of the joys of this paper is if you don't like matting with card, you can mat with, you can mat with the paper. So this is going to be similar to the last one in that this is going to be smaller. However, this time I am going to mat onto card, she says, hesitating, unless that's wide enough. No. Oh, but that is. Oh, that's wide enough. We'll do that. So I'm going to mat onto this. Now, someone asked me last week. Hello, Jenny. Sorry, I didn't have my glasses on. Haven't got my glasses on. I was wondering who I was talking to there. Yeah, come on, let's do it. So, yeah, someone asked me last week, I think, how do I dream up what I'm going to make on a live? It's pure random, wherever my brain goes. Sometimes, very rarely, I do plan, but as a general rule, nah. I just go, you know what, I'm going to use that. So today, for those of you who joined a little later, today I'm using the Unbounded Beauty Suite because I've got to do a design project. Design project, does that work? I think so. With it. And I'm completely uninspired at the moment. Oh, that works, yes. So I'm doing this now to see if I can get some ideas, and some ideas are coming. So that's good. Now I'm not going to stick that to my card base just yet because I haven't quite decided on embellishment, and I may need it to be off. Right, so this is now a sticker. If I can find the end. Come on. Right, so ideally you don't want your little bits to come with your sticker. Some of them have, but it's fine. Now remember, if you're die cutting this from just card and from this and any other die, you then can make yourself, you can then make yourself a mask. And this would be great as a mask because it's it's got fine details. So you could, if you use masking sheet, although you do have to take some of the stick off our masking sheet because it is quite aggressive, you can then use the mask because it wouldn't matter that these bits are open. It would still work as a mask. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Ooh, now there's a thought. That's a thought. Sorry, my brain is going to my project that I've got to design. So this, again, is a sticker. Come on. Right, so we want to try and get rid of the bits we don't want. Now, sometimes it's actually quite nice to leave a few of the cut out bits not cut out. It's quite a nice look, but if you are doing that, just remember they've got to be stuck down. You don't want the bits flying off in your envelope, or indeed sticking to your finger. Right, let's see if I peel the backing off, whether all those other bits will go with it. Not really, some will. Okay. This is the one downside of doing these. It's great if you've got something that's a little less fiddly, or if you want to include some of the... I don't want it stuck to my finger. So if you wanted to leave some of the bits in, then this would work really, really well. Except not that piece, please. Thank you. Right, so this is going to lay over, but to one side. Get rid of those bits, and again I'm going to turn over and burnish really hard. Why is my smart scan running? I did it yesterday. Oh well. So that's that. Now I am going to add some ribbon, but all I'm going to do... Oh, actually no, I might do a bow. I was going to say I might just do a knot, but I might do a bow. Let's have a look. No, I'm going to do a knot, but it's going to be a very loose knot, so it's going to be like that, which is very loose. maybe a bit more like that. So not pulled too tight. Right, glue dots, which seems to be caught up with my key for my other window, my other door I should say. So I am going to use a few glue dots, not masses, but a few, because as this isn't a tight knot, I want it to stay as not a tight knot. Where are we? 1/4 to. So Kate is really organised. So Kate's got her live at 1 o'clock this afternoon. I'm sure if we asked her, she's going to hate me. If we asked her, she could tell you what she's featuring. Kate, what are you featuring on your live today? I know, aren't I horrible? Bearing in mind that I don't plan. Kate is so much more organised than I am. I think it's because she's had kids that she's had to organise. I never had to organise, well, apart from my husband. But frankly, he's more organised than I am, so, you know. So yes, you may find out what you can see on Kate's live if you're good. So that's going to go on there. No, she hasn't planned. Okay, hang on, let me see if I can get... I just want to... I don't want to see the details of my scan. I want to see what Kate said. And I can't. It won't let me. In a bit, I'll be able to read what she said. I don't need anyone else to type what she said. It's just at the moment, all the comments are hiding behind the scan that's going on. I can't move the scan. Right, so that's that. And yes, it's got to be done. Where are they? Who's nicked them? Who's taken my shimmer dots? There they are. It's all right. Try what? Oh, it's a friend of mine who's calling, but I'm going to have to call her back. No, I'm going to go with the... oh, please. Thank you. I'm going to go with the... and I found them just now. There they are. Resin. It's a very dear friend of mine's just rung, but I will call her back after my live. Right, so these are the Summer Splash. Yeah. So no sentiment. We can put a sentiment on the inside if we wish. So those are our 2 cards so far. Right, okay, let's clear that off so I don't stick to it. Oh God, she's going to try me on my landline now. Bear with me. Oh, no, it's all right. Hubby has taken it. I have a horrible feeling I know what she's ringing about. And only because if it is what I think it is, it's not good news. Kate has no idea whatsoever. Actually, it's the splat hamster. Splat hamster! Oh, that's so funny. I hadn't thought of that, but yes, it is. It's the splat hamster. Oh, God, that's amusing. Right, okay. Let's do a really quick card. Right. That is so funny. Right, we're doing that. And do they? They do. They do. Right, so we're going to do... sorry, I was just gesticulating at my husband because he was coming over with the phone call that I've just ignored. Right, okay, so I need that. I'm using blocks that no longer exist. Sorry, I like them. Oh, and I washed my blocks. Jan says she loves the splat hamster. I mean, that is such a good description. I'm sorry, that is so funny. Right, we're going to use Shy Shamrock. Is that the set with the Walrus? Yes, it's the set with the Walrus. Oh, she's going to have a fun time. Right, so this I'm doing straight on. This will be on the card. This isn't going to be die cut. So that's that. And I'm going to need some scrappy scrap. Let's find a piece of the grid paper that I've just thrown in the bin because it was dirty. Trust me when I say it was dirty, I mean it was dirty. I'm going to use that side because this I want in half tone. So this lines up. Am I in screen only just? This lines up over the top. Now the key to this, she says, reminding herself, is to line up two areas that are not next to each other. So line up something here and something here. Ah, well, Jenny, if that's the set you're going to get next, you need to join Kate's live. So that's that. Do these fit? I'm never sure if they do. I think they have to go onto a separate thing and be popped up, is my concern with that. I'm going to keep this really quite plain, and I'm going to find a sentiment that I am going to stamp and die cut. So that's all that's going on that card front as a image. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's do happy birthday and hope that that fits in one of the dies. I'm sure it does. If it doesn't, I'll make it. I will force it. No, wrong dies. Wrong ones. Where are you? There you are. Hiding. I want it to fit in that one, and it does. Ooh, does that layer over that? I know what I'm going to do with that. Right, so we're going to die cut that. We're going to stamp and die cut that in white. And then we're going to die cut that in the glimmer and layer it on. And it's going to look lovely. I know it is. I've told it it's going to. Where's that scrap of white? A small scrap. There we are. Right, so this I'm going to stamp in Shy Shamrock as well. So let's stamp that. Hello, Inika. Shaz is here! Are you still in hospital? Sorry. I guessed that. Yeah, so the call was unfortunately what I thought it was. So the same year that, almost within months, God, this is going to be awful. Anyway, no, I won't. I can't. It's sad news. It's really very sad news. Hey-ho. Right, I'm going to have to do this as 2 passes through because it's just not going to work otherwise. Still on oxygen? Oh, Shaz. As I said on your Facebook post, why do horrible things happen to nice people? not fair. Right, so this I'm going to cut from glimmer paper. I'm probably going to regret not putting sticky on the back, but never mind. Thanks, Kate. Anywho, let's forget that for the moment. Right, so that is going to go there with that on top. Or I could... Ooh, I might do that. Right, so I'm going to cut this in half-ish. I'll message you later, Kate. Thank you. Kate's so nice. As in when I've finished here. So these are going to go on dimensionals. So I'm going to, because they are the same width, so what I want is to get the dimensional sticking the bit that's behind that I don't really want people to see, so I just want that little bit sticking out the top. So I'm using my dimensional to trap that glimmer paper, and by doing that I don't have to worry about gluing glimmer paper to... Oh, bless you, Kay. Yeah, as I say, I can't... It's not the... Emotionally, it is not the moment for me to orate what I knew was... It's when someone that you've known for a very long time but you haven't heard from for a while phones you and is insistent with that phone call, you kind of know what's coming. But anyway... I should say that she, the lady who rang me, is fine. She's absolutely fine. Right, so let's also trap there and there. And that's going to go somewhere on there. Once I've decided on my card base. There you are, there's a white card base. Let's go for, can't believe we haven't got Shy Shamrock glaring at us on the back of one of these. Wouldn't you just know it? Wouldn't you just know it? Nope. Shy Shamrock is not one of the dominant colours. That's fine. We'll use something else. Just as a pop. No, I don't want that on there. Thank you. Let's use the other side. No, actually, no. No! I'm going to use this, this I think, because it's not really going to show what it is. Okay. So, I do need to trim down this. I might take it down by a full 1/4 inch actually, so there is a bit more of the back pattern paper showing, but not too much. Right, okay, so just found out your mum's cousin has to make... Oh no, Jenny, that's not fair. Bless. Thank you, Shaz. Jenny is going to really love Shy Shamrock. It's beautiful, as greens go. Aww. Inika's going to stand in line. Now a road ambulance. Holy moly, it's happening all right. Oh, Jenny. Friday the 31st is your 10th wedding anniversary. Excellent. On a happier note indeed. Right. I'm going to use very little. Michelle, I'm using very little amount. I am. Very little amount. God, I'm reverting to being a 6-year-old. Right. So I'm only using white because it happens to be there. I might have used Shy Shamrock otherwise. But this happened to be ready and cut. So I'm using it. So now I can be a bit more of a squiggle. I mean, Shy Shamrock is in this pattern, but I didn't want it to be Summer Splash poking out. So that I'm going to overlay, as in overlap, is I think what I was trying to say. You had your 41st wedding anniversary, good heavens. Martin and we've been together for 32 years, but we haven't been married that long. We only married 8.5 years ago. Right, I am going to add some resin dots if I can find them. There they are. And then I'm going to call it done. There we are. Sorry, that one's a bit meh. But there we go. 46 in December. Wow. 45 in December. Wow. Oh, Inika. I wish I was... Yeah. I'm going to be 65 this year. It's worrying, really, isn't it? Anywho, so there we go. Those are my 3 cards for the day. Don't forget that you've also got Memories and More cards that you can use with this suite. I have got an idea now of what I'm going to do for the design project. So, yay! Thank you, Debbie. So, there we go. So, those are today's. Thank you very much indeed for joining today. Sorry, there was a bit of a in the middle. And I will look forward to seeing you Saturday recorded, next Tuesday live. Look after yourselves till then. I'm loving 21. I wish. Thank you, Kay and Prairie Paper Crafting, as opposed to Kay Jones, but Kay Jones is nice as well. That's weird. That's an... Okay, anyhow. Yes, bad news does come when it comes. I just knew as soon as I saw who was phoning me. Anyway, thank you very much, Gwen. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Mary. I will look forward to seeing you all again very soon. And until then, look after yourselves and give your loved ones a hug. Bye for now.